good afternoon. I was just listening to the music. Good evening. It's me again, and hope everybody's well. And so I see that we've got some on already. We've got Cherry, Ascending Universal, Dominate. Was your name Tina? I'm trying to remember because you did tell me. You did tell me. Look at that, my hands are flat today. They're not. Cool. Funny how the small things amuse, isn't it? Hi, Sarah, Pauline. So, I've got a mismatch today. It's Dominique. So it is. So it is. Could I remember? I apologise. Oh, if anybody knew me, you can tell me something today, and there's no way I would remember tomorrow. Hi, Eileen, Donna. Hi, Charlene. Right, so let's get cracking. So is Cherry Blossom still with us? I'm loving all these names. Loving all these names. So I'm just looking for Cherry Blossom. Adjust me goggles. Should I say adjust my windows? I've got, hi Cherry. So I've got a bit of a mismatch. I've just taken 3 decks today, so I've just taken one of each, okay? So we'll do them very quickly. So 3 of, would you understand that you're looking to achieve some goals and to grow spiritually as well? Would you understand you're looking at new projects? And but I want to use the voice as well, so I'm bringing in communication. And when we get, when we get communication, it's not only just for work, but it's also for in and around as well, because you've got the support of Michael, the angels, yourself, and I've got to say yourself, and for that progression. You're a peacekeeper, a peacekeeper. And would you understand that I want to say to you that to just give you that little respite, and you give, you give, you give, you give, you give, but sometimes you don't get the same back, and sometimes it kind of like hurts. So it's sorry, the only reason why I do it there because it's easier than going up and down the list. But would you understand, a little bit fogged over at the moment? So you're trying to sort of like decide which way do I go? Will I go there? Will I go there? And what will I resonate with? So this one's movement forward and achieving goals and achieving what you want. Your next card was communicating freely. So this is either speaking at work, spirit work, and having that communication coming in and working freely. But it's also a card to show that you have that spirit around you, okay? And because there's things that you get, intuition strong. And would you understand, you get smells, and sometimes you hear. And because I want to say that, but you've also got communication to give, but on a delicate way, because you've got all these flowers and things coming out in the chat. So diplomatic on what you need to say to clear up a situation. But you've got a lot of energy coming in, a lot of all the dead dark blues is like dead communication because nobody wants to listen anymore. And then you've got the leap of faith, which comes back to your first card. Who's holding you back? Why is it holding you back? What do you really want to do? So it's like reassessing and finding that way forward. But you've got this. The idea is here, that it's just finding a way to implement it and putting the big girl pants on and moving forward. So I hope that made sense. And thank you for working with me, Cherry. Ascending butterfly. Oh, we've got 3 Christines. I'm remembering to put second names, okay, so it's no sort of like Christine and having you all shouting in. So ascending, I want to say that things have been a little bit rough, and so it's finding that peace, but you're getting the energy from the water as well. And so being beside water just now for you is uplifting and cleansing. And who do you trust? Would you understand there's a trust issue in and around you at the moment? You've got the healing coming in, and you've got I want to say the healing's coming in, but your storm is only at the forefront in a tiny little bit, so it's nothing major, okay? It will pass. You've got the beautiful yellows coming in, spiritual coming in, peace, freedom, and all these beautiful blues. So you can hold a conversation and you can hold people's attention, can I say, ascending. And right, I keep forgetting to have a looky here. Hello, Queasy. So it's like keeping going with your, yes, with other people. So it's like keeping going with your do it for you. Would you understand that? Because I just got do it for you. So would you understand that you're trying to appease people and holding yourself back? Okay. And then, oh, I love it when they all tie in together, this random packs. Taking action, the way forward, the leap of faith, and trying something new. And you've got boundless, boundless possibilities. Looking into a few things, you've got a little bit of emotions just on at the side, and giving you that would you understand oops would you understand that building up your tree of life, because it's just been a little bit skimpy just now because you've had challenges. It's a bit bent, so it's trying to straighten it. And but you will. You've got beautiful autumn colours coming in, so it's grounding, and it's also upliftment. And you've got the sun. Now, what a card. So this is growth, intuition, movement forward, the world's your oyster. So I hope that made sense, ascending. Okay. And thank you for working with me. Oh, Dominique. Dominique. See, got it right that time. Oh dear. Oh, have we got 4 Christines? Just as well I'm putting doing your second names. Right, Dominique. What has the mismatch got for you? Dominique. Changes. Boredom. Stagnant. Same old. Same old. Wanting a little bit of excitement and something different to look at. Would you understand if I says that you've missed opportunities? You know, because it's kind of like whether it was the timing's not right. God, my glasses are squint. Whether the time's not right, or if just not ready to sort of like move forward. Choices and decisions, new beginnings, opportunities. And I want to say that problem solving and communication in and around. So you've got the question of what's holding you back as well. Why is it holding you back? So it's pushing you forward. Self-love, indulgence, being kind to yourself. Stop putting yourself last. Because when your butt race is done, how can you help others, Dominique? And so it's giving you that lovely energies coming in. But would you understand that there's a birthday just being celebrated, but there's another one just coming up? And I want to say that would you understand November and December is a little bit of bittersweet, because I kind of feel that it's memories to passings, and because of the can I say the challenges, you know, that the time of year and that it kind of like is a little bit hurtful, but I want to say spirit join in as well, remember, and always in and around. You just have to ask, okay? And you've got money, 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 always juggling, never paying enough, you know. And so I want to say that bringing in the pentacles, which is career and money. So would you understand choice of direction and looking elsewhere? And you've been looking at options, can I say, but keeping stable. You've got the Blackfriars, blacksmith's anvil there. So you do have that inner strength to achieve what you want to achieve, Dominique. Dominique. And putting plans in future for trying to script. I feel that you're pushing pennies up so that out of sight, out of mind, so that you can build a little secret stash and use what you need. You've got fire there, so cleansing needing to be done, and it's a lot of browns in there, so you're quite grounded. But again, for you, initial achievement of goals. Okay, so you're going back to your first card of choices and new beginnings, opportunities, leap of faith. So it's finding the way forward. So I hope that made sense to Dominic, and thank you for working with me. Dominique, sorry. The ball's in your court. Do you keep it like this or do you let it expand? You know? So the same with every single one of us. We've all got our own little balls. Do we keep them like that or do we let them expand and take ourselves out of comfort zones? Because to enrich our life is to take ourselves out of comfort zones so that we can experience and move forward. So, hope that made sense, Dominique. Right, Christine Campbell, one of the Christines out of the four. It's wonderful. Christine Campbell, are you still with us? And then I'll be looking for Sarah after Christine. You're welcome. It's just a little reminder that the ball's in your court. And you would understand, Dominique, that a lot of yeah, was that you dropping your ball? No good. And I want to say that it's a gentle reminder not to be stagnant. Okay. So, Christine, you've got self-love, but you've also got would you understand where you need to gain more understanding, whether this isn't a project or work? But I just feel gaining understanding in a situation around you. You're getting a lot of love just now, by the way, and but taking that self-love for yourself. It just feels that things is working out now for you, Christine. You've got a beautiful banquet there and beautiful surroundings in and around you. So the green for go, new beginnings, new starts, new life. So a very contenting card. But remember that self-love for yourself. Okay. And then you have hearing messages from spirit, something that we all enjoy. And as many of the mediums would tell you on here, that's something that we get the lack of. But it's wonderful when we get them. But yeah, we can have our own conversations. But I feel that hearing messages from spirit isn't just spirit. Would you understand that you're looking for messages from others? Because it's been a while since there's been contact. I don't know why my hand is doing this, because would you understand someone who was expressive with the hands? And it's awaiting a letter, can I say, or an invitation. A letter or an invitation. I want to give you spring flowers and the joy of seeing all that colours coming back up. But you do enjoy autumn, and autumn keeps you grounded. And it's, oops, and it's bringing in that intriguement for you, can I say? Intriguement for you. But I must admit, waiting for a letter, I know that Christmas cards is due. Last year I ended up with 3. Because I died of shock when I saw the postage now, blimey. And then you've got the 2 of Swords, so something's bugging you at the moment, Christine. Something keeps regurgitating up here. And the 2 is for, would you understand you're at a crossroads and trying to figure out, where am I going? Where am I going? So choices and decisions for you. Lots of communication in and around you as well, but time to take the blinkers off. You need to see clearly now, okay? And for moving forward. And but a really good, where's this Andes coming from? I've got wafting hands and I've got Andes. And so, but positive cards for the way forward, okay? And as we said, we've all got our own little balls in our court. How do we use them? So I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me. Sarah, are you still with us? Sarah. Hello, Almi. All right. Cool, thank you. There's movement forward, so keep an eye. Right, so I've only taken out 3 sets today, so it's just, so you have got the page of Michael, Sarah. So would you understand where, I want to say that bringing in the page, it's like bringing in new, it's bringing in excitement, it's bringing in new pathways, new directions, looking for something different, but on the beach, grounded. So this looks like Northumberland to me, because that always reminds me, is it Bamborough Castle or something like that? Owls coming in with wisdom, comes in with teachings, lessons learned, lessons to be learned, and but also coming in, it's just that silent soul of the night. Good spirit animal to have. Storm clouds are dispersing around you, Sarah, so hallelujah. Opportunities, new challenges, embrace, okay? Might take you out your comfort zone, but embrace. And then you've got making a difference. Just being you makes a difference, and especially around family. And it's bringing in Well, there you go. Your inner light shines far and wide. So you make a difference with your spirituality. You've got a lot of yellows coming in, which is spirit coming in with that peace coming in. It's still going, still going. And notice how the other one's very still. Um, and just bringing in that communication as well. Would you understand that you're quite good at philosophy, speaking, calming, and reinventing yourself? Because you've got the starfish, and when a starfish loses a limb, it can regrow it. So it's lessons learned, lessons past, let them go, move forward. So that's your new limb growing. Okay. Everything's exciting at the moment, and giving you sort of like spirit kisses as well, and from a lady who used to wear thick lipstick, and the dove of peace as well. So you would rather have the peace rather than the fighting, don't we all? And so again, you've got the page. So there's new pathways and directions. Keep an eye open and see what's drawing you with your intuition. And the cups, emotions, relationships. But as you know, in this work, we're very emotional, very emotional. We pick up on everything. You've got grounding there, and and you've got grounding there, but there's a little bit of, can I say, it's not quite major anger, but there's disagreement, and sort of like you would like to say how exactly you feel, but you keep holding back. Lots of fruition in there and lots of growth. So this is your time to grow, and it's your time to soar. Okay, so I hope that made sense, Sarah, and thank you for working with me. Pauline, are you still with us? So we've got Pauline followed by Eileen. So that's the next two. You're so welcome, Sarah. So welcome. Hi, Alison. Right, so I'm looking for Pauline and then Eileen, if you're still with us. Okay, Pauline, you've come up. And but so Eileen's after Pauline, because so Eileen's got a little emoji, so if she turns up, we'll get her slotted back in. So Pauline, 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 Pauline. Needing to take action. Busy, 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 busy. Too much going on. Needing that moment. You've got energy coming in. And so it's needing to take action. And but there's also the communication. And there's also, when I say bringing in all these different blues, so it's calming. It's a bit like the sea going back and forth, because I'm just want to do this, Ken. So giving you the energy. Lots of birds in flight. You've got all different kind of birds in there, but a parrot in and around you. So this is be careful of someone who spreads things, repeats. And you've got the dove of peace, the bird of prey, so you're self-sufficient. You're wearing brown, so you're very grounded. And it's getting pretty dark in here. And and then rise above. Wonderful card for everybody. Rise above. Doesn't matter what happens in the day. Once you get home, let it go and rise above. So it's time for you to let things go and just see what you're achieving. Okay, you've got pinks coming in for self-love, you've got the yellows coming in, you've also got the spiritual peace, friendships. Friendship means everything. And but It's putting things into perspective. And then you've got the Page of Wands. So again, new directions, new pathways, new excitement. The Wands, energy, needing to take action. Going back to the first one, 2 ties in. And but the trees are full of fruition, so this is your time for movement. There's a bit of more reds in the ground and grounding light, but you're wearing all brown, so you're quite a sensible person, and you can usually work people out. So you've got a really good intuition. So keep working on that, because that will see you far. Okay, and so I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me. If you excuse me 2 seconds. Graham, can you switch on the light for me? I'm kind of disappearing into the dark. Right, so we shouted out Eileen, so she's got an emoji. Raylene, thank you. Let there be light. Eh? So looking for Raylene. And then Darlene. You're welcome. So we're looking for Raylene, Darlene, and then Gloria. Yes, you are. So Gloria, I'll do you. That sounds bad. I will give you a reading while we're waiting to see if Raylene and Darlene is still with us. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Thank you so much for that. Gloria, healing, spiritual, self-belief, strength. Okay? Choices and decisions, new beginnings, opportunities. So kind of like you get opportunities, but you're kind of like hold yourself back. And it's really, and I'll get you after Gloria. And I want to say that also trying to balance. Would you understand if I said you're at a crossroads, but I'm not just giving you, I'll do it that way, but no, actually, I'll do it this way. You're not quite like the V. So I want to say that you've got more choices. So you're kind of like, where'd I go? Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Use your intuition, head, heart, intuition. If you can't decide that way, do your pros and cons. But it's time for you to take the leap of faith, Gloria. Okay? There is a better way. Pause, reflect, look things over. And if you need to revisit to try and decide, then go over it again. Okay? And but it's your time to dare to be different. Okay? Stand up and be counted. Come out into the public, you know. This is me. And oops. So, and you've also got soaring into joy. So things are starting to settle and things are starting to work out. So I want to say that, but I want to bring out your inner child. Would you understand you've been too serious of late? Because I just feel bringing out the inner child. And it's, oh, bless you. And so I want to say bringing out the inner child in balloons, and soaring into joy. Stop putting problems where problems don't need to go. Okay? Because some situations in and around you is, can I say, overthinking. And, but there is an easier way. Okay, honey one. Now, I call this the unofficial death card. And it doesn't mean to say that you're going to be up there because it's not your time. It just means that the board is wiped clean. It's time to put things in the past. It's time to face, and it's time to move forward. Okay? And it's time to release. So this is bringing your leap of faith, your challenges, your choices, and the movement forward. It's also bringing in, when you've got the deer comes in with that self survival, strength, and family orientated. Although, would you understand why family feels a little bit off balance? Because I'm just kind of like feeling that a little bit. And but nighttime can be a foe to you, can I say, because not quite getting good sleep. And so it's finding that balance to try and sort this out. Because it's like when we've got so much going on in the mind that we kind of like go, and then it just goes bing. You can't solve everything, okay? There's not I in team, so you can't solve everything. So can I say, but it's coming into completion, and it's time for you to start your next pathway, okay? Trying to release all a lot of this stuff into the past to move forward. You've got this, girl. You've got this. Some very positive cards for moving forward. Believe in yourself. Keep that chin up. Because when you scrape it on the ground, it leaves a mark, okay? It's as bad as banging your head against a brick wall. Hurt and leaves a mark. So I hope that made sense, Gloria. And thank you for working with me. Raylene, was it Raylene that came in when I says I've got Raylene, yes, Raylene. Marie, that's my grandchild's middle name. So it was my mum's name. So, right, straight back, shoulders back, okay? Thank you for working with me. Raylene, are you still there, Raylene? So we've got Raylene. I'm just going to wait and mix and match with some new names, by the way. And so it'll be like a couple of new, one old, couple of old. Yeah. And so Raylene, hello. Been a wee while. So communication. Would you understand that you're problem solving at the moment? And would you understand why I say take a step out? Because you're not problem solving for yourself, you're problem solving for someone else. Would you understand that, Raylene? New beginnings, new starts, new life. Memories of childhood, so you've been reminiscing, and a lot of healing coming in as well. And are you trying to find an old friend, by the way? Because I just got a name there and then sort of like clicking on it. Would you understand, Raylene, looking for an old friend? And because I just felt that searching in the childhood memories, igniting courage. So with this problem solving, is bringing in courage as well. It's also bringing in courage for you to sort of like say, look, this is your problem. Can you sort it out? And because I've been trying, but it's just a brick wall, okay? And so I want to say that, but bringing in, it's been a bit dry for you at the moment, if you know what I'm. It's like living in the desert, you know. Would you understand that you're just needing a little bit of taking the stagnant away and taking the boredom away, and just because I want to be I want to just take that leap of faith, and take that leap of faith. And we would all like to have that person coming along on that great big horse and just scooping us up and taking us somewhere else. And so I want to say that movement forward. So this is pointing you in a new direction and pushing you, okay? Because you're needing pushed at the moment. Not pushed to fall down, but pushed to achieve and move forward. New directions. And and then you've got the Ace of Wands coming in with energy, coming in with fire, coming in with cleansing, coming in with emotions, coming in with relationships, coming in with healing, coming in with reminiscing, and a little bit of a storm cloud at the side, which you would understand is your problem solving. It's also coming in with energy and for you to take action, but for yourself. But you need to take action and give yourself some self-love, okay? Stand up and be counted. I am me and I am taking this breath moment, okay? I've got too much going on and I'm not saying no, but I can at another time. And you're being recognised for the support that you give for people in and around you, because you do a lot for others, but sometimes it's not the same coming back. But never lose who you are and never lose that gratitude and humble, and keep going, but very positive cards to move forward. And I wish you luck in your search. Right. Kerry. So we've got Kerry, and then can I have as I say, but a couple of some of the new people, and then so Kerry. Right, so this is where we'll rush it down to 2 cards. Try and get as many in as possible. So, manifesting dreams, what's holding you back? Why aren't you achieving them? Why can't you move forward? Yada, 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 yada. Okay? And it's, but can I say, dreams are slowly happening. And it's bringing in the thankfulness, Thanksgiving Sundays, the harvest, and being appreciative of all that's in and around, and looking out into farmers' fields, seeing the fruition coming in. Autumn lifts you up. Autumn just brings out the inner child. Will I kick up a bit of leaves? Of course you will. And excuse me. I also want to you would understand a lot of emotions in and around you at the moment, Kerry. And would you understand that some of it you are kind of like wondering, where's this coming from? We are suffering a lot just now with all this universal stuff and the moons and whatnot. But don't ask me to advise you that, because I always manifest and release in the wrong ones. But the coming together of 2 souls, okay? So family, friends is important to you, and it's bringing in that union. But would you understand a union in and around you to come? Communication, balance, cleansing, and releasing, okay? Would you understand if I said a diamond? Because I've got to give you a diamond. Now, if you look at diamonds, diamonds can be man-made, they can be, they're hard, they can be used to cut. So it's bringing in that strength for you as well, can I say, and to show you how strong you are. And I want to say that just achieve what you can. and live your dreams. So I hope that made sense, Kerry, and thank you for working with me. Right. Gosh, I've got a few names twice. Barbara. Barbara, are you still with us? Looking for Barbara. And then can I get looking for Barbara, and then I'll get Lee. So get ready to line up, ladies. And then I'll get Crystal Lee. So that's the next three. Barbara, Lee, and then Crystal Lee. Okay? And then I'll get another regular in. Barbara still there? So I'll give you an emoji. Leah, Lee. Because you got a little emoji. Crystal Lee. Lee, hello. Hello. Right. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The dog's snoring. Right. Lee, for you, busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy. Oh. So Lee, you're at a crossroads. Do I go down the unknown, the dark, spooky path, or do I just stick to what I know? The stagnant, the boring, going nowhere. And so it's there is a better course of action in and around you. So it's finding that balance, finding that balance. What's calling you? Use your intuition. And I want to say that reflect, motion, and would you understand that I feel for you as well, that you've also got oh, not quite the same old, but would you understand where I need to sort of like say to you that you need to gain understanding before you make this decision? Get every single detail, every single word, every single tiny little writing, before you can make any decisions. Lots of communication coming in, spirit, healing, and you're like itchy feet, looking for something different, looking for something new to move forward, if that makes sense. And would you understand that you're one that likes to sort things out on your own, do things on your own, and it's like not quite good in a crowd or a busy place, you're quite happy being on your own, and but you've got to review all the details, okay? And sometimes we do have to be put with people that we don't kind of get on with and rub against, and but the choice is yours, honey bun. Use your intuition, okay? Because it's sharp and you know that, and it's moving that way forward. So I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me, Leah. Right, Crystal Lee, were you there? Right, so Crystal has a little emoji. So we've got Leah. Right, Sim, are you still with us? Sim. Hi, Patrick. There you are, Crystal Lee. Right. Ooh, friend or foe? Friend or foe? Giving you the devil. And so, would you understand that, right, just grabbing a coffee. Crystal Lee, would you understand playing devil's advocate at the minute? Would you understand playing devil's advocate to do with work? But would you understand that you've got a lot of self-doubt? You're your own worst critic, if you can put it that way. And because it's like cleansing, but you've come full completion in a situation around you, so it's time to move forward. It's there's been instability. Oh, dearie me. Itchy nose. Somebody's inkering for an argument. And would you understand that there's been instability, there's been conflict, there's been loss in and around you, and that's giving you the self-doubt for moving forward. So it's time to reevaluate yourself. So the devil's helping you to give you that whiteboard for moving, trusting in yourself, and gaining that strength for movement and moving on. Okay? You're getting a lot of energy. You've got the yellow coming in with peace. It's also coming in spiritual. And I want to say that friendships as well. And friendships is kind of like let you down. And it's just being all you can be. I want to give you Garnet and the power of Garnet. And I can't for this minute remember what Garnet is, but I want to give you Garnet and bringing in that balance as well. It's just been hard and it's just finding that way forward. And I want to say that emerging gracefully, okay? Despite everything that's going on in front of you, it's keeping that soul of yours, keeping that demeanour and keeping that grace and movement forward. You're not a fish out of water. You've grown your new seeds, so let your tree of life evolve and be all you can be. Stand up and be counted, okay? Short and sweet, and I hope that that makes sense. Crystal, can be quite bad in and around. Right, so can I get Maggie, Mairead, and then Kathleen? And then I'll be looking for Cornelia and Amy, and then we'll see how we're doing. You've got this, okay? You've got this. Be proud. So Maggie, I know Christine, I've been mixing and matching, seeing how much I can get in. Maggie, would you understand Rod Stewart? Rod and Stewart, two separate names. But the music of Rod Stewart as well, because I've just got the famous song of his, Maggie Me. But I want to bring song into you, Maggie. So I want to uplift, and I want to bring in that cheer and the joy that music gives you. So I'm giving in that music. 7, reflection, moving forward, movement, and contemplation, can I say. Taking all these stuff from the past and you're away to send it to the healing winds, okay? You're having a clean out, having a spring clean for Christmas, but on self. It's you're a pillar to someone here, and I want to say that you also support and look after as well. You've got a beautiful blue topaz there coming in, beautiful blue countryside, blue skies, the greens coming in, new beginnings, new starts, new life. But again, you're another one. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. This is a positive card for moving forward. Swords, stop over analysing, because that can cause problems. And it's just looking at things and then moving forward. Okay? And I want to say that the door is open. So embrace changes and opportunities. But a very, very positive card for you, Maggie. So I hope that that makes sense, and thank you for working with me. Right, Mairead, are you still with us? Because you've got a little emoji. And you become one because we've got that there. Kathleen. Right, while we're waiting, Cornelia. Four of Cups. So, structure, foundation, things have been a little bit up in the air, Cornelia. So giving you the structure, stability, foundation. And but you're also trying to give this to a member of your family as well. Okay, Mairead, catch you just after Cornelia. Okay, and lots of yellow coming in, so bringing in the peace, bringing in that can I say spiritual friendship. Would you understand a child in spirit, Cornelia? Because I want to bring in a child or memories of a child in spirit. Almost full term or stillborn. I just feel almost full term or stillborn. And I'm just coming to you, Mairead. And but a lot of contemplation. What's your next step forward? Sense and sensibility. The fruition's there, and it's also green for go, new beginnings, new starts, new life. You've got a little white mouse there, so sometimes you pull yourself back. So it's bringing in, taking away that self doubt, and try new things. Okay, new hobbies, new music. Try something new. Stimulate, if you can take it that way. Also, you're trying to squirrel away Christmas presents just now. Thank you, because I've got to say the child is well looked after in spirit. I've just got to mention the child, and no regrets. Okay, honey bun, no regrets, because it was out of your hands, if you can understand that. But I want to say the child is well looked after. Bundle of joy, bundle of joy. And the scone, my first scone of the hour. And because I want to say that squirrels coming in, squirreling, but you've got a beautiful big clump of ivy. So you're stronger than what you feel. Situations that you've been through, lessons learned, has made you stronger, but that self-doubt is still there. Try and keep that strength and move forward. And look, it's back. It's not flat. The what positive cards, Cornelia, so keep moving, okay? Married, married, married. Time for you to cultivate your dreams. It's growing. You've got the seeds in, they're growing. And I want to say that it'll soon be time for harvest. I want to say changes in and around springtime, summertime. And so if this is bringing in what you want to do out of your comfort zone, look to there, okay? It's bringing in the goodness, the looking after yourself, and also looking after others. You've got the green for go, new beginnings, new starts, new life, but everything is just blooming. It's coming up roses at the moment, and universe is listening, if you understand it that way, Mairead, and because it's coming in, it's coming in. You're being listened to. They're working on it, and it's coming in. Keep the grounding, keep the faith, keep the gratitude, and keep moving forward and giving yourself these little changes and take yourself out of your comfort zone. Okay? I hope that made sense, and thank you for working with me. Short and sweet, I know. Kathleen, I did shout on, but I didn't see her coming up, so she's got an emoji. Christine Hughes, are you still with us? I've got about, could be the last one, I'm afraid. Because it's time. It's time. And if you haven't had a message, I hope that you got something out of someone else's, okay? And remember, your little ball of life, do you keep it contained or do you let it grow, okay? Only you have the answer. I wish you well on your journeys and have a lovely rest of day. An hour just goes zoop. Thank you to Veronica and Stace for all the help in the platforms and whatnot. Keep supporting all the mediums that comes on, and bless yous. And remember, stop the self-doubt. It hurts. Keeping the chin down there. Okay. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's good with the crystal animals. Really good. Often go in and have a listen. Thank you.